All right, athletes, welcome to the quarterfinals test number 2. This one's a doozy. Let's just jump right in and take a look at what we have going on for this workout. You have a lot to work through today, but with a little bit of planning, that'll make this thing a lot more manageable, and you have plenty of time to get through it, or at least get as far as possible. There's a 20-minute time cap on this workout. So you have 60 GHD sit-ups, then you have 6 rope climbs to 15 feet, and then 60 alternating single leg squats. Then you have 50 GHD sit-ups, 5 rope climbs to 15 feet, and then 50 alternating single leg squats. Then you have 40 GHD sit-ups, 4 rope climbs, and 40 alternating single leg squats. Then you have 30 GHD sit-ups, 3 rope climbs, and then 30 alternating single leg squats. So not for nothing here, you're looking at a lot of GHD sit-ups and a lot of single leg squats. So I believe you have about 180 total reps of each. So large volume today, but nothing to be scared of if we can make a plan. Now, right off the bat, let's think about some things. Again, I'm gonna urge everybody, whether you're chasing a ranking on that leaderboard, you're submitting your scores online, or you're just giving your best at these quarterfinals, not worried about submitting a video, make sure you check the standards, right? That'll get us more accommodated to just this competitive process and what it really looks like. This one has a lot of moving parts. For example, you have to set up a piece of tape in front of the rope, walk back 8 feet, set up the tape for the GHD. Another 5 feet away, you have to set up your single leg squat, your pistol box, as well as where your starting point will be. This is really crucial. There are a couple other little details in this workout that I want you to keep in mind. Now, those are: 1, make sure your reps count and clearly count. The rope climb is notorious for causing devastating no reps. Now, the standard in this workout is getting that single hand clearly above that 15-foot mark. Make sure it's nice and clear, because these are all going to be submitted for video review. You want that to be obvious on video. Another little thing that you might lose track of is once you get into that GHD for sit-ups, the rep starts with both hands on that front pad. That's gonna be something I know I've forgotten before in my competitive experience, and that it's gonna be easy to forget when you get thick into this thing somewhere around that round of 40. So make sure that rep starts on the GHD with those hands on that pad. And then finally, that single leg squat, same idea. You wanna start standing with one leg clearly off the ground before you descend. Now, those single leg squats can be really pesky, but before we talk about those, let's just talk about fatigue management in this workout and how do we play to our strengths in a workout like this. Now, if you're someone who's never done 100 GHD sit-ups in a workout before and you don't have that benchmark of what that feels like, I would strongly recommend just cutting this thing into sets of 10. Now, I know that seems silly, but the nice thing about this is you do get rewarded as this workout goes along because the reps go down. So that way, if you pace early, and you break things up early and you don't work to fatigue or failure, you'll only feel better and get faster as you go along in this thing. So use descending rep schemes, maybe a 15, maybe a 12, maybe a 10, and then chip away in order to finish out that 60 set or that 50 set of GHDs, or just break it into consistent sets of 10 and try to keep your rest periods in between your sets of 10 the exact same the entire time. Hold yourself to a clock or have a buddy who can help keep you motivated and stick you to a timer. Halfway through this workout, the 10 seconds that you thought you rested probably will be 45 in actuality. So keep that in mind. Now, the rope climb is another big one. We're gonna talk about this all throughout the quarterfinals. Try to avoid no reps, only get good reps. So what do I mean by that? Yes, it pays to be fast, but if you already feel like rope climbs are unfamiliar territory, or you know you've had trouble with them in the past, make sure you get that hand clearly above that mark and check that standard 3 or 4 times before you enter into this workout. You wanna know that like you know the back of your hand. Another thing I like to try and do on rope climbs is make sure I maintain this slow is smooth, smooth is fast mentality. Now, to most of us, that means nothing, but I always climb better on the rope when I don't try to scramble or rush up it. 2 things really help me. I'm gonna get the biggest jump I can before I start pulling on that rope. Why? That's just gonna take out some distance that I have to climb. The other thing that really helps when my hands are on the rope, I'm gonna do the world's biggest knee to elbow to get my feet as high as possible, so then I can do my foot lock, and then I'll have more leg to assist me on the way up. Now, the other great thing about this workout is they don't dictate how you have to descend the rope. So the faster you can come down, you'll really make up a lot of time there rather than coming down really slow and in controlled hand over hand. So make sure you pay attention to that descend standard as well. Now, the final piece here, those alternating single leg squats. Now, if you are a master at these, balance is not your issue, flexibility is no problem, then you want to play to your strengths. The way I look at this workout is I think to myself, am I better at GHD sit-ups or am I better at alternating single leg squats? For me, I'm gonna rely on my single leg squat ability. What that means is I'm gonna pace my GHDs because they're gonna blast your quads, they're gonna wreck your hip flexors, and that's only gonna fatigue you more significantly on those single leg squats. So me, pace the GHDs, avoid burning out there, avoid taking long rests, and then I'm gonna try and go big on my alternating single leg squats. On those rope climbs, I'm gonna be cool, calm, and collected and just focus on making every single rep count. Now, if it's flip-flop for you, if you are a master, you got abs of steel on those GHD sit-ups, but the single leg squats feels like you're doing those things standing on top of a kettlebell, and I know you out there know who I'm talking about, then what I want you to think about is try to go big on those GHDs, but be really paced and consistent on those single leg squats. Again, that's one of those movements where you could do 99% of the work and then touch your foot on the ground too early and get that no rep. So be nice and consistent. What I would do before this workout is if you know you're not going to be getting rounds unbroken, write out a plan for your rep scheme. When it comes to something like the 50s, I've always liked the rep scheme of 15, 12, 10, 8, 5. Descending rep schemes are great because you always have something to look forward. Spend some time writing out a rep scheme that you feel comfortable with and something that's achievable, and then you get to chip your way through this workout. As always, start off a little bit smoother on each movement, especially in that round of 60, just to make sure you're getting good reps, then speed up from there. Don't wait till you make an error to correct things. Start correct and then speed up from there. That's test number 2. I'm so excited to see how everyone does on this one. I'm excited to do this workout. I think it's my favorite test in all of the quarterfinals. So you guys know the deal. Get out there, make a plan, work hard, work smart, and have a lot of fun.